Okay, as we talk about simplifying radicals, it's important if you know your perfect squares because that will help with you getting the square root of numbers. So if you know the perfect squares, you know the square root of 4 is 2, the square root of 9 is 3, and so forth. So when trying to simplify a square root, we're going to look for the largest perfect square that goes into the number, or we're going to write the prime factorization and pull out our pairs. For example, if we take the square root of 9, hopefully we know the square root of 9 is 3. But if we take the factorization, what do we multiply to get 9? So that's going to be the square root of 3 times the square root of 3. So there's my pair. The answer is 3. Square root of 49. What do we multiply to get 49? That's 7 times 7. So again, pulling out my pair, the answer is 7. The square root of 81. That's going to be 9 times 9. Again, pulling out that pair, the answer is 9. If we continue the factorization of 81, so let's say we took it further, said 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. We're still pulling a pair of 3's out. We have a second pair of 3's. That still gives us 9. Okay? So, again, if you know your perfect squares, life will be a little bit easier. So if we look at the square root of 18, what's the largest perfect square that goes into 18? Nine times 2. 9 being the perfect square. We know the square root of 9 is 3. We don't know the square root of 2 because it's not perfect. So we leave it as 3 square root of 2. Even if we didn't recognize the perfect square that goes into 18. Let's say you said, well, 6 times 3 is equal to 18. So we go 6 times 3. But that's not the complete factorization of 18. So we go 3 times 3 times 2, with 3 times 2 being our 6. There's our pair of 3's that we pull out. The 2 stays under the radical. Okay? So pause for a moment and try the square root of 72 and the square root of 27 on your own. So as we look at the square root of 72, the largest perfect square that goes into 72, notice I said the largest was 36. So we have the square root of 36 times 2. We know the square root of 36 is 6. We leave the 2 under the radical. If you said 9 times 8, that would not be the complete factorization. But let's look at it. 9 times 8. So we can break 9 down to 3 times 3 and 8 to 2 times 2 times 2. So again, if I'm pulling out my pairs, I got a pair of 3's, I got a pair of 2's, we leave the 2. 3 times 2 is 6, so we're left with 6, square root of 2. Okay, square root of 7, the largest perfect square being 9. So again, 9 times 3 in this case, we have the square root of 9 being 3, and now we're going to leave the 3 under the radical. Okay, so hopefully you're comfortable with simplifying the radicals. So remember, you were given this simplifying radicals worksheet. I expect that to be done by the time I see you again. If you have any questions, please feel free to stop by on the board our block. And I'll see you soon.